What's going on? We are live here on the deep end. This is going to be a new segment I want to try. So right now I'm trying to test to make sure the audio quality is working. I got DeepSeaBeast back here. Are we working, honey? It's working? All right, good. So today we're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to be talking about some new videos I am wanting to make, and I've also got a bunch of, pretty much we're going to be talking about channel news, stuff that's coming up on the channel. I've also got a bunch of stuff here that we're going to take a look at that I'm wanting to do future videos with, and going to be keeping up with the live chat here. Let me get over here. I wanted to give everybody a couple minutes to kind of get in, because I said I wanted to go live around 5, so that's what we're going to do here. Let me get to the... All right. Let's see. Can we see the chat? Yes, we can see the chat. I'm trying. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to see it. All right, so we got the chat here. We can see the chat. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. This is also a live Q&A, so we're going to be talking about channel news. It's 5 o'clock now, so welcome to the channel, guys. This is your host, DeepSeaBeast, and thank you all so much for coming, those of you that were able to come today. This video will obviously be up on YouTube later, so if you guys didn't get the chance to watch it live, you're going to get to see it later. So basically what I want to do today, I want to talk about some channel news, stuff that's coming up, and I want to talk about... basically Q&A session. So I've got a couple questions and stuff here written on my notes that my wife put together. And then I'm also going to show off some items that I'm wanting to do future videos on. And I want to kind of get your suggestions on when we should do these. I'm checking an eye on the live chat. So if you guys have any suggestions, questions, or whatever, I will be able to see that. So just let me know in the comments here below what you guys are interested in seeing for upcoming stuff. But let's go ahead and get into this. Welcome everyone. Give people a minute to join. You guys, it's 5 o'clock, so we're getting started now. New stuff, previews, future videos. So basically what I want to talk about as far as future content goes, I have a ton of items over here that we're going to take a look at. I have a few new figures. It's all inbox items. We're not going to unbox them in this because I want to do a full-on video for that. So I'm going to just show you what it looks like and kind of go over what I want to do for a video. So let's see. We're good here. We're good here. So we're going to start first with going over the items, and then after we go over the items, we're going to go over some channel news, and we're going to do an open Q&A session. So if any of you guys have any questions or stuff like that, you know, I'll be answering questions live as they come in. And I'm also got a few questions that, again, my wife put together this presentation for me, so I can kind of keep up with some notes as we go through here. So, again, I really want you guys to ask questions and be engaged in the chat. So any of you guys that might want to see a future video that you're interested in, or a topic that you're interested in, or a subject that you really want me to cover, whatever that might be, maybe a change, something that you don't like. Hey, we got some more viewers. Welcome to the channel, guys. As I was just talking about, so we're going to get into the products here in just a minute. Let's see. So I want to give you guys a quick tease on some of the items that I got here. One of them I'm really excited for. I'm, again, not going to be unboxing anything today because this is just going to give you guys a tease on what I want to do for some future videos. But we got the live chat open. All right. We got one. Are you pro'd? Anyway, so we got some items that we're going to check out here. We're not going to unbox this stuff today because, again, I want to do a full-on video later for these products. So anyway, if you guys got questions or suggestions, let me know down below. Let's see. Check the chat. As of right now, I think we're good. Let's go ahead and start off with the video I got coming out next. It's actually a Donkey Kong video that I'm wanting to do. I've got that scheduled and ready to go right now. So the first item we're going to look at from our Donkey Kong collection here. Let's see. Best wishes to you. Thank you for the best wishes. That means a lot. I really appreciate it. Let's keep the comments going in. So let's start out with one of the items here for our Donkey Kong video that I'm wanting to do. This is a box set with all of the really main characters from the Donkey Kong Country series. If anyone's watched my channel, they know that Donkey Kong is my favorite Nintendo character pretty much of all time, and I really wanted to do a Donkey Kong video for a long time. So finding a box set like this is really, really cool. And it comes with Donkey Kong, Diddy Kong, Dixie Kong, and Cranky Kong. So all four of them come in this set. This is the 2.5-inch scale figures from Jakks Pacific. So I'm wanting to do a Donkey Kong video. That video I plan on coming out not next week, but we'll get into that later. But there's these guys. These are really, really cool. And I think that Jakks did a fantastic job with these. Next up, out of the Donkey Kong stuff, we got this really cool box set. This is a brand new Donkey Kong set of figures that just came out. It's got Donkey Kong, Diddy Kong, and Rambi from the original Country games. So I'm super excited to see what these guys are like when we take a look at that in the video. It's got a barrel and all these different playset accessories because this is labeled as a playset, so it's like a diorama playset. So I'm really curious on this new articulation, the new sculpt and everything, because this is based more on the looks from Donkey Kong Bonanza, not as much from the original Country games. So that's going to be a lot of fun and really interesting to see what these guys look like when we take a look at that video. And lastly, out of our Donkey Kong stuff, we have this massive playset. I mean, it's got an entire diorama pretty much of Donkey Kong, Donkey Kong's railway or whatever you want to call it. But you got a Donkey Kong figure in this set, so it's the same one from the other set we're going to take a look at. But it's a really, really cool. It's a massive set, and it does function. So it's got a play feature and everything. So I'm really excited to take a look at this guy as well when we go to that video. So that video will be coming out not next week, but the week after. So the last Friday of this month, that new Donkey Kong video will be coming out. So you guys will definitely want to say subscribe, or definitely want to subscribe, because it's going to be a lot of fun when we go over this stuff. Next up, I teased this at the beginning, but we have the Penguin from Batman. This guy is actually kind of rare. This is a Hasbro action figure from like the early 2000s, and it's in that same style as like a lot of the G.I. Joe action figures, but this is really a shorter figure. So these are around, I think, 8 to 9 inches, which to me is honestly a good thing because the character is not that tall. So the Penguin doesn't really need to be a very tall guy. So putting him with 12-inch figures honestly is not that bad, at least to me. So, and he'll have all these different accessories. He's got like an umbrella, of course, and some penguins. And then, you know, you got really, really neat artwork on the box of the penguin down there and all this different stuff here. It's just really well done. So that video, I'm going to leave it up to you guys when we get done talking about stuff I'm really wanting to do a video on. Donkey Kong we have scheduled, but these next ones I'm kind of leaving open for you guys to give me suggestions here. We got a couple more things here in the chat here. Subscribed. I'm supporting you. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate the support. It means a lot. I really, really do thank you for that. So I'm going to leave it up to you guys on the scheduling for a couple of these. So let's see. We got another one that looks really cool. Thank you. Thank you. I know a lot of these items are extremely cool. Some of them are rare. The penguin that we were just taking a look at is kind of hard to get. It's a secondary market item now because it's been discontinued since honestly the early 2000s, I think, was when that stopped production. And it's interesting because now Mattel has the license to DC. So all the new DC action figures it's going through Mattel. So it's funny, started with Hasbro, and now we're with Mattel. So there's been all these different companies, honestly, in my lifetime that have had the DC license. I mean, McFarlane had it for the longest time and had some really cool items, but I'm really excited to take a look at that Penguin action figure because of all the cool stuff it's got and honestly just the history behind it. So that video I would like to do pretty soon, but we're going to take a look at these next couple of items, and I want you guys to kind of give me your idea on when you would like to see that or what you would like to see the most. One of the items actually fell on the floor here. Let me pick that up real quick. Give me just a second. Oh my gosh, this is so unprofessional. Thank you guys so much for staying tuned with the chat though, and checking everything out. It means a lot to me. Let's see here. The Penguin is kind of antique collector's item. Yeah, honestly, let's just talk about it for a minute. I mean, the chat seems to be really interested in this guy. So, yeah, the Penguin, honestly, is one of my favorite Batman villains. So I found this guy on eBay for a pretty good deal, and I had to do something about this character because the new Penguin show came out. I really enjoyed it, and I love this character. So I thought, you know, why not do a video on it? And it's kind of been just sitting in the background, or not really in the background, but in the back of my closet for a while because I've been planning to do a video, just didn't know when. So this is going to be a lot of fun when we deep dive into it. I honestly think it's one of the coolest Penguin figures I've seen. Honestly, one of the most posable Penguin figures I've seen. So let me know down below in the live chat as we continue through this if you would be interested in a full-on video for this guy, because I would really like to do one. I thought somewhere around the winter months would be kind of fun because he's obviously a penguin. So let me know. Let's keep the chats going. So Penguin's definitely on the board on when, you know, as a video topic. Next up on our list, I've covered the Penguin, why I wanted that particular one. I wanted that particular one because I'm a fan of the old school G.I. Joe style for action figures. Favorite details and stuff like that. Pretty much, as far as that goes, again, goes back to the G.I. Joe. So let's go ahead and move on to the next section here. All right, Chicken Run. So Chicken Run is one of my favorite animated films of all time. I love the characters of Ginger and Rocky, and Playmates did a fantastic job with this toy line back in the day. Now, these are incredibly rare items. I'm wanting to do a Chicken Run video. I actually have the complete set. I don't have them all right here for the presentation in the live stream, but we do have the complete set of all the Chicken Run characters in the plush beanbag style. So I would like to do a Chicken Run video, but I want you guys to decide before this stream is over what you would like to see the most. A Chicken Run video or a video talking about the Penguin. So let me know. Penguins versus chickens. Which one are we going to go with first? Personally, I don't mind either way. I would love to do a video on both of these. I just want to see what you guys want the most. So we got one that's already got. All right, so Hero, we got one vote for the Penguin already. So we're gonna put that on the board. Let's just see by the end of this stream if anybody else has an objection to that. We may go ahead and do the Penguin next, but. These guys are fantastic little plushies. I loved Rocky. He was just a fun character, very funny, and despite Mel Gibson and all the controversies behind him, he's a very fun character. And I've loved this film since I was a little kid. And I had Ginger. This is actually mine from when I was a kid. Rocky I picked up recently. I got the complete set for my wife and I, and it's been sitting in storage for quite some time, and I've thought about doing a Chicken Run video. So like I said, we have the complete set. So if you guys want that kind of video, let me know down below. We got another one here. You're really lucky you never lose that Penguin. Yeah, I know. It is rare now, so I'm really wanting to do a video on that. So we've got one vote for the Penguin, no votes for Chicken Run yet. So we're going to probably go with the Penguin after our Donkey Kong video. So let's keep the chat going. The last item I wanted to talk about, let's see, before I move on, I don't have any other notes for Chicken Run right now, I don't believe. Yeah, so I don't have any more notes for Chicken Run. This one is honestly going to surprise some people, considering that my channel is more family friendly, and this is not from a family friendly franchise. We have Silent Hill. I love this. I love the Silent Hill franchise. It's a fantastic psychological horror game, and it's just so well done. And having any merchandise for Silent Hill is fantastic. So I had to pick these guys up when I saw them. They made Pyramid Head and the Nurse from the Funko Pops. And I have collected Funko Pops. I know it's not everybody's cup of tea, but I really, really enjoy these. They're a lot of fun. And I'm wanting to do a video on these. I thought about October. So if you guys would be interested in a Silent Hill video by itself, or I had one idea for October and I want to get some feedback from you guys. The idea was, what if I did a video in October around the Halloween season talking about the top 10 best figures from my horror collection? Like, what's the best Halloween themed, or Jason or Freddy or Scooby-Doo for that matter, but what's the best like horror or Halloween figures in my collection? I thought about doing something like that for October. So let me know down below if I should do that or just a video based on the Silent Hill items I have. I have these guys and I have some Figma figures. I did like a very cringe video back when I was a lot younger, when my dad got them for me. But I did like a stop motion sort of style little video many years ago. But I do have a couple more Silent Hill items, but let me know down below, would you really enjoy a Silent Hill video by itself, or would you rather me do it as a part of a grand horror pantheon from my collection? So we got some more comments here. We got, please do the Silent Hill video. We got another one right here. What did you think of the new one? We got another one down here. It says, wow, you got Silent Hill too. Yeah, I really am excited about these. Scooby-Doo, and you need to do a video on G.I. Joe. G.I. Joe would be fun, but I'm going to go ahead and answer a couple of these questions. One of them was asking what I thought of the new Silent Hill film. Personally, I have mixed feelings about it. It got a lot of elements from the games right. James' story, all that sort of stuff, they kind of stuck to the lore of Silent Hill 2, but they changed a little bit of the importance of the fact it's not his girlfriend in Silent Hill, it's his wife. And that lost a lot of emotional beat for me, because like, it's different being in a relationship with a girlfriend versus a wife. So the impact of him going to Silent Hill, going through that entire journey, it's kind of dumbed down in that regard. So I was disappointed with that. I think that the story itself was mostly well done, and I think that the acting could have been better in certain places. It was obvious CGI in others. There was still some good practical effects in there. Pyramid Head was very well done. I enjoyed it for a one-time watch, but I wouldn't watch it again. As much as the 2006 movie is pretty much one of the closest things we got to a decent Silent Hill film, it's still better than the new one. I'll just be honest. And that's mostly because that's the one I remember the most. But anyway, going back to the other comment, sorry, I was trying to answer this question too. G.I. Joe would be a lot of fun. I've got a couple of G.I. Joe items I could do a collection video on, but they're not just G.I. Joe. That's the catch. I don't really have a lot of just straight up Joe figures. I've got items that were using the G.I. Joe body mold or in that G.I. Joe line. I did a video back for Pirates Month about a Sinbad figure that I own, and it's actually a part of the G.I. Joe brand. It's kind of weird, but there literally is a Sinbad action figure that's a part of the G.I. Joe brand. So that's something I could put in a G.I. Joe video. I could also talk about the different figures that Hasbro did during that time that used the same body mold as G.I. Joe and even compare them. So I've got some Indiana Jones items too that also use the G.I. Joe body mold. So answering that question, but yeah, a G.I. Joe video would be a lot of fun. I could definitely see potential in that. So I'm going to set this to the side, but I honestly am super excited to see some more comments here. I think I've pretty much went over all the different items. I'll show off a little bit more of the Funko Pops. I really gave more detail on the other stuff, but this pyramid head is a larger Funko Pop. It's not a traditional size one. So that's really cool and really appropriate for this character. I'm really excited to do a video on this now because a lot of you guys seem to really want to see that. So yeah, let's see, we got, yeah, so we're pretty much getting the same comments here. I don't know. I gotta get back to my chat. I lost my chat here. All right, cool. So yeah, I know I need to do a G.I. Joe video. I know I need to do a G.I. Joe video. Let's see. We had another one down here. Do you also have Dragon Ball Z? Yeah, I actually have one Dragon Ball Z item. It's a Goku figure of all this stuff. I don't really know as much about Dragon Ball. I've got a couple of items from Dragon Ball, but not a ton. So I couldn't really do a full-on video for Dragon Ball, but that's definitely something down the road. If I did a Dragon Ball video, I'd probably collab with my friend Ninja Bois. That guy knows more about Dragon Ball than anybody I know besides Faco. And Faco has kind of drifted into a different style of content now. So, and he's usually busy. So I might could do a video with him or possibly my friend Ninja Bois on Dragon Ball. It's actually a really good idea. I don't have it available. It's not anywhere close to me, and quite honestly, I don't know where it's at. I do have the figure, I just don't have it close by to present it in the video. I'm sorry about that, but it's probably in storage right now. More than likely is I actually think, yeah, I do think it's in storage. I put a bunch of stuff in my storage containers not long ago because it really was just taking up shelf space because I didn't have anything to display it with. Batman. I don't have a Batman right next to me. The only Batman adjacent item I have right here is the Penguin. I've got the closest thing I got to a Batman item right here is this one. This is from the Batman versus Superman film. This is from the Batman versus Superman film. It's the multiverse figures. I did a review on this God knows how long ago. Let's see. Hey, I saw a comment saying hi, so I'm saying hi back. But this Batman figure I've had for a long time. I honestly like the Ben Affleck suit. I think Ben Affleck did a pretty good job as Batman. Personally, though, my wife can't stand him as Batman, and neither can some of my family, but I liked Robert Pattinson's Batman. I'll admit, I really think he did a good job. I didn't expect the guy that played Edward Cullen from the freaking Twilight movies to actually make a good Batman, but he did surprisingly well. I liked it because it was more like a detective noir sort of thing. So that was really fun. But since we're talking about Batman, let's kind of circle back to Penguin for just a minute. Since we got some active chat talking about it, and some new fans or new viewers may not have been able to keep up. So this guy, I really want to know when you guys would like to see this. So we're going to probably do this before Chicken Run. I would like to start doing a live segment once a month, possibly, if you guys would like to see more stuff like this, you know, upcoming videos, engage with the chats and stuff. But yeah, this guy, I want to go back to answer some questions that my wife had put on the thing here. So questions about Batman, I've showed there, not Penguin, not Batman, Penguin. What am I doing? Why this in particular? Mostly this figure I wanted in particular because of the style and when it came out. I was an early 2000s kid. I remember seeing this on shelves back when I was a kid, and I just didn't pick them up. I wasn't as much into the DC fandom when I was younger as I was Marvel. Because, I mean, you had Spider-Man just popping off the shelves when the early 2000s came out, because Tobey Maguire was playing the character at the time, and there really wasn't a Batman to that time until like 08, or I think it was 06 or 08 when Christian Bale played Batman. We got one down here. Would you do a live stream about Hot Wheels RacerVerse ideas? Funny. I'm glad somebody brought up RacerVerse. I actually wanted to talk about this. Hot Wheels RacerVerse, sadly, has been canceled by Mattel. They are no longer producing it, and I am burnt out. I'll be honest, I'm burnt out. I did so many RacerVerse videos. I was burnt out. I would love to hear your ideas for Hot Wheels cars. I probably won't do a video on it, but I would love to hear your ideas for some Hot Wheels cars. So let me know in the chat down below. Yes, I know, Mattel canceled the line. It's so sad. I was enjoying what they were producing for it. They had some really, really good little cars. I think out of a lot of them, I really like the little Gizmo car. I did a top 10 RacerVerse cars in my collection. The one car I never got was Scooby-Doo. I don't know why. He was so hard to find, but I never could find Scooby-Doo. Let's see. We just had another... No, I just lost the chat again. Jeez, man. Do you wish Hot Wheels RacerVerse would make a comeback? Of course. Of course. I would love to see Hot Wheels RacerVerse come back, but I know that they're not going to, because they've started some new line that's called Speedsters, I think. Someone can correct me down below. They've already started something new, and they've made the characters smaller. I got a theory. I think it's a plastic cost, because the characters were decent sized in the little car. And die-cast cars are already expensive, plus you have a licensed character driving that car. If I had a theory on why they canceled RacerVerse, that's why. And they also produced a lot of characters that nobody would buy. They would produce a lot of characters for franchises that nobody was really as interested in that demographic. For example, I mean, like Turning Red, great film, but I don't see a Hot Wheels car needed to be made for that. Then you got characters like Ray, or even some DC or Marvel characters that really didn't need cars would get cars. So I mean, like, I'm just saying that there's some characters that they licensed that they probably could have put a budget back for. But that's at least my theory. But yes, to answer your question, I would love to see RacerVerse come back, but I know it's probably not going to happen. We might get maybe one exclusive one somewhere. I will be honest, at my local grocery store where I used to buy those cars, they don't even have them on the shelf anymore. They completely stopped doing it. Do I have any Hot Wheels items? Dude, I got a ton of them. Actually, they're close by. You just got to be patient with me, and let me go to the closet here, and I'll pull some out. Oh my gosh. The streams went off the wire. I had a script. Not anymore. Where is this? Where is it at, man? Oh, well, somewhere. There they are. Ignore the sound. It's louder than you... It's not as much of a mess, I hope. All right. The 5 of you that stuck around for that mess, thank you. But yeah, I actually have all of my cars here. Let's just go over them. I mean, everybody's engaged with this part of the video so far, so why not? I have a ton of Hot Wheels RacerVerse cars. We did a series, my wife and I, of us racing them on the Mario Kart Hot Wheels track several times. We did one big epic RacerVerse video, I think 2 months ago, maybe 2 or 3, but it was literally an entire series that we did where we would take the cars and then race them on different tracks, and then it was just fun. We even filmed in the snow for that video. That was interesting, and it was so bad that weather that weather was so bad I couldn't get to work for like 3 days after that. My wife, she's still sour at me for that because she was sick. She got sick because it was so cold. But anyway, let's take a look at a couple of them, and I'm going to put these to the side. But one of my favorites was the Thing. I love this character, and he's definitely one of my favorites of the Hot Wheels line that they did. Let's see. I like the Thing. Let's see. Has anybody got any suggestions on ones that you might want to see or see if I have in here? I'm going to take a look at the ones I like until somebody gives me a suggestion on what they would like to see. One of my favorites is Gizmo. I love this little guy. He's absolutely adorable. Gremlins is one of my favorite films of all time, for that matter. And then, of course, you got SpongeBob. SpongeBob's one of my favorite things of all time as well. I literally have an entire SpongeBob collection back here. I am not moving to get that. It's literally an entire, almost shrine, as my friends put it. But we don't have any suggestions on that, so I'm going to put these up for a moment. And I'm going to continue on with the stream. But we got sidetracked, so I'm going to go ahead and get back to where we're supposed to be here. But I'm wanting to do a segment like this at least once a month with you guys. So instead of doing full-on videos a month, I'm going to start doing one stream. And I'm going to call it the Deep End. So this is kind of like our deep dive, my deep dive into the community with you guys. So you guys can give me suggestions on stuff you would like to talk about, or questions or suggestions or whatever that might be. So I think we've pretty much went over most of the stuff that she's got right here. The Silent Hill Funko Pops, the Chicken Run stuff. Nobody gave me a suggestion on when to do this. So what I'm going to do, since nobody really said anything, I'm going to go ahead and do the Penguin video first, since that's what you guys seem like you want to see. I like to get at least two votes for Penguin first before I decide to do that. I got one person that's really wanting to see that Penguin video, so if I can get someone else to vote as well, I'd like to see that. But Donkey Kong will be the next full video that we do. I literally am doing an entire diorama for Donkey Kong Country. I'm going to try to build Donkey Kong Island from the games using diorama play sets, Lincoln Logs, a massive freaking Pirate Island set, some Imaginext stuff. It's going to be fun, and it's going to be a big video. So that is going to be the next video that I talk about on the channel, or the next video that I do on the channel. It's going to be a full Donkey Kong video. I am most excited to unbox these sets because I have always wanted a full-on set of Donkey Kong Country characters. So this is really cool that Jax is doing stuff like this. What I would like to see next, if Jax Specific is watching this video, which I know they're not, I would like to see King K. Rool make a, action figure in the line. But more than likely, we're never going to get King K. Rool. I would like to see King K. Rool get a figure, but more than likely it's not going to happen. So we're 32 minutes in. I went off schedule and off track now. So what we're going to talk about now, so I've pretty much went over all the figures, items that we're going to do videos for later. We're going to talk about the schedule. So I am in the process of taking a small break. I'm not quitting, but I'm going to take a break for a little bit, at least for a week or two, to kind of get some things in order. So next week, we're not going to have a video. There's just not going to be a video up next week, but we'll have a video at the end of the month. So we're going to have that Donkey Kong video I was talking about. It will come out at the last Friday of the month. We'll probably do a couple of fun little maybe questionnaires or whatever in the community post tabs or whatever, but we're not going to have an actual video next week. So that's kind of what I wanted to talk about as far as the schedule goes. Now, I'm going to take that week off and some other week off during the year. I'm not sure, but Pirates Month was fun, but there was a lot of stuff going on. Hey, Redneck Reseller. Oh my gosh, my dad's watching the stream. Guys, go blow his chat up. Go blow up my dad's chat. No, that's awesome. I'm so glad my dad's watching. So anyway, so like I was saying, I'm not going to be quitting, but I'm going to take like a week off to take to get some things in order. Pirates Month was fun, but there was a lot of work that went into that, and I'll be honest, I just need a week off. So we're going to take next week off. We will be back the following Friday, so I'm going to do that massive Donkey Kong video I was talking about. And I guess I'm going to go ahead and just show my dad, since he decides to show up late for everything. We're going to be doing a massive Donkey Kong display video coming up, not next week, but the week after, so the last Friday of the month. So, old man, you're gonna be excited for that, because one of the items that is going to be helping build the display, you helped find. So, yeah, yeah, you monkey, yeah, you should be like, my dad's not a big fan of monkeys or apes or anything like that, so that's going to be funny to actually say. You know, and the funny thing is, he's the one that got me into Nintendo in the first place, so he can only blame himself for that one. But anyway, so as far as the schedule update goes, that's what I wanted to let you guys know. Next week we won't have a video. We'll be back the week after, and some week during the last part of the year, we're going to take off as well. Let's see. What's the new item? So yeah, that's what it was. The new item, we've got a couple. We got this set, and then we've got these sets right here. So this is going to be fun. We've got some Lincoln Logs and everything that we're going to be using to build our Donkey Kong Island display. So it is going to be cool. We've even got some Imaginext sets that we're going to use to help make the display as massive as possible. So not this coming Friday, or not the next Friday, but the Friday after. So I think it's the 28th, I do believe. You should print a little DeepSeaBeast and put it. You know, if I had a 3D printer, I would. That would be kind of cool. My wife and I was actually discussing doing a DeepSeaBeast hat for some of my videos. If I could find somebody to print them or make them, would you guys even want something like that? I don't have a following of that many subscribers, but maybe one of you out there would want a DeepSeaBeast hat. Anyway, let's see. How do you guys know about that? Scheduling adjustment. So I'm considering changing the actual time when videos come out. I don't know. Some of you guys seem to really enjoy 5 o'clock. I mean, I'm surprised how many of you guys tuned in today at 5 p.m. Eastern. I'm not exactly sure, you know, West Coast time or anything like that, but I know I'm on the West Coast, I'm on the East Coast side of the U.S., so our time for 5 o'clock might be different than yours. So if you guys really have a preferred time on when you would want to see videos come out, or what's the most interesting or best time for you, you know, kind of let me know down below. Let's, you know, get the chat going up on that. But I'm considering changing the time. It's been 5 p.m. Eastern for so long. Most of you guys became accustomed to it, but it's just something that's on the idea of changing. And even Fridays, I've considered changing it from Fridays to possibly Saturdays now. Again, this is just stuff I'm in the talks of doing. I haven't decided anything, but I kind of want to get some opinions from you guys on that before I make any changes. Let's see here. Taking the week between. Yeah, like I was saying, so I want to bring up something else too while I've got that on my mind. YouTube Shorts, I know I haven't done a lot. Since I quit doing the RacerVerse videos, I haven't really done any shorts. And I'll be honest, the type of videos that I do, I don't really know what you guys would want to see for YouTube Shorts. So if you guys have ideas for what you would like to see as far as my YouTube Shorts content, let me know down below what you might want to see me cover in YouTube Shorts. I thought about maybe going to, you know, Walmart or a Target or something, and just even my dad and I, or my wife and I, could go to like a flea market and film and try to find collectibles. So let me know down below what you would be interested in as far as YouTube Shorts content. That's some ideas that I just literally came up with off the top of my head. I know my buddy Justin does that with some of his Muppets and Puppets stuff. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I could do a video like that. That would be kind of fun. My dad does that literally for a living, so that would be kind of fun. Let's see here. As far as YouTube Shorts, I do want to acknowledge the elephant in the room with the YouTube Shorts. So I did some content for RacerVerse a long time ago. I quit doing that mostly because I just got burnt out with it, and I was trying to find, you know, new topics to cover. I've done so much content for Hot Wheels RacerVerse. So, and now that Mattel's discontinued the line, I think it's kind of time to move on. I love that line though. I might do one more video if I've got it in me, but I know we're not going to do a massive Hot Wheels RacerVerse video again. That took a lot of time and effort out of me and my wife that we just really didn't have, because we were trying to get set up for Pirates Month. And last month was fantastic. And I want to say, honestly, live to everyone watching, thank you so much for the support. Pirates Month went over better than I ever thought it would. So you guys are absolutely amazing for that. I think one of my favorite things from Pirates Month we did was going up to the Pigeon Forge area and filming that. That was so much fun. And Ninja Wah getting to join us was even better, because we got to make a whole adventure out of it with friends. So that was a lot of fun. And my wife and I had a good time. And she was filming it and having a blast. She didn't talk a whole lot in it because she mostly was really tired that day because she'd done a lot of the work. That was an awesome video. That was fun. So let's go ahead and move on now. Let's see here. Moving away. Yeah, so I'm also going back to, this is a part of the new upload approach. We're discussing maybe cutting back on the amount of videos per month. We're really in the game plans of that right now, but I'm just letting you guys know that we're openly talking about a new upload schedule for everything. I do everything myself. I upload, I edit, the thumbnails, I produce it. My wife, she helps me research, she helps me come up with ideas, she helps me get in contact with people for the best deals on items, for videos, all that stuff. So, I mean, it's a team effort, but it's a lot of work. And I already work full-time, and she works full-time. She goes to college, and I also do side business with reselling and stuff, just like my dad. So, I mean, it's one of those things where there's very limited time, and YouTube is fun, but I don't want it to be something that I don't enjoy doing anymore. So what I'm going to do is we're discussing a new upload schedule. We are probably going to take 1 week off a month. I don't know. We're again in the process of discussing that fully. I'll release that in an actual full-on video, but I did want to at least bring that up in the stream so you guys know what we're going to do. Let's see, Fridays remain. Yeah, so as of right now, Fridays at 5 p.m. Eastern will still continue to be the main schedule. We're going to take next week off. I've already addressed that, but we will be back up. Storage units, online reselling. But anyway, where was I at? I lost my train of thought. Anyway, number of videos. Yeah. So the number of videos per month, we're talking about limiting, but the actual schedule as of right now is staying the same. So Fridays, 5 p.m. Eastern. Next week, no video. Week after, we'll have a video on that following Friday. So the last Friday of the month. I believe it's the 28th. The more flexible schedule, I've already covered that. Focus on giving each video time it needs instead of rushing it out. I'm going to try to make sure that each video is the best it can be. Hi, how you doing? I got another commenter down here. That's awesome to have you. Thank you so much for joining the stream. We're discussing, as of right now, the schedule for the YouTube channel. Remind viewers. Yeah, I'm going to remind you guys about the Donkey Kong video. I can't stress enough how much fun that is going to be. I'm really excited for that video. And basically, yeah, so now we have reached the fun part of the video. We have reached the Q&A section. All right, Ava. Oh, yeah, I can do that. How are we doing today? Thank you so much for joining in the stream. It means a lot. So we're going to do a Q&A session now. So you guys just throw your questions at me on what kind of stuff. I know I had some stuff down here. Some questions. My wife's got some backup questions down here. So if anybody has got If anybody has some questions and stuff like that, let me know down below. I know we've already discussed the schedule, so I don't think we really need to answer any questions on that. I mean, if anybody has a question, I'll be more than happy to answer it for you. One thing right here, we got new items. We've already went over the pantheon of new stuff. If you didn't catch it earlier, you'll just have to watch the stream when it goes on normal YouTube, and you can rewind everything. I mean, I guess you could technically rewind it now, but we went over some Chicken Run items. Donkey Kong, of course, that's going to be the next video coming up. The Penguin from Batman, and we've even got some Silent Hill items in here. So that's all stuff for. Okay, we got him asking. Oh, yeah, you want to bring up the ceramic fish. Okay, yeah, I was an idiot when I was a kid. My dad, he used to smoke when I was a kid. Thank God he quit. But he had cigarette lighters laying around, and I was a dumb kid. And I lit toilet paper on fire in the ceramic bowl. And my dad, he woke up, he comes in there. Oh my gosh, he was so upset. I thought I was going to die. I really thought I was going to die that day because I've never seen my dad that mad. But it's funny now, but when I was a kid, it wasn't funny. But yeah, almost burned the house down from that. So thank you for telling the whole world about that, Dad. It means the world to me. Do you want me to talk about Hot Wheels? Yeah, go ahead. Give me your suggestions on the Hot Wheels RacerVerse content. I really would like to hear it. I know that we're probably not going to do a full-on one. Let's see. I've been noticing your Hot Wheels. Yeah. Of course, I love Hot. Oh Lord, what are you doing?
I have a suggestion.
Oh no.
So he's talking about doing a DeepSeaBeast.
Oh, did you seriously?
I made you a logo. I even got
Oh my gosh. Okay, that's a nice surprise. Wow. Let me know, guys. Would you buy a DeepSeaBeast hat? I honestly would. How long have you been working on? Have you been doing this the whole stream?
No, I've been fighting with the printer for like 15 minutes though.
Okay, well that is a nice surprise. Okay, that's kind of funny. So that would be fun. Some patches or buttons and stuff. That would be kind of cool. Anyway, that's a lot of fun. So my wife just burst in here. But yeah, answering the question from earlier, yes, I love Hot Wheels. Let me get these things back out again. I just showed off a ton of Hot Wheels cars that I got. So this is all the ones that we did our Hot Wheels RacerVerse content on. Literally our entire collection's in this box. I got everything from Monsters Inc. to a lot of Disney characters to even Gizmos in there. So, I mean, if you guys want to see those videos, when this stream is over, I will pop a link in the description to all of the Hot Wheels RacerVerse content. But yes, I very much love Hot Wheels. I don't like that Mattel canceled RacerVerse. I'm very disappointed in that, but I kind of figured it was coming. Let's see here. Finn from Adventure Time. Oh, yeah. Finn and Jake would be awesome. I would have loved to have seen that as a RacerVerse car. I think I actually put that on my concept list. I used to have like an entire notes section for just ideas for RacerVerse, and I took a lot of them from you guys too, giving suggestions. I know that one guy wanted a Jenny from My Teenage Robot so bad, but I'll be honest, I fought copyright on that like crazy. I did use AI to make these. So what I would do is I would come up with a concept, I would blueprint every detail I wanted on it, and then the AI would make the image, because I was making so many shorts a week that I just didn't have, honestly, the knowledge on how to do it digitally, and on top of that, I didn't have the time. So between editing everything and getting 4 out a week, it was honestly the easiest solution. But all the concepts and everything in between, every little detail on those cars I would put in it. And sometimes I would have it do it like 8 times. I know with Gru, when I made that character, dude, I had to fight copyright for literally a week. You could ask my wife. It was so hard to get around it. And then I had to do some Photoshop after that. But yeah, I made a lot of those Hot Wheels cars. No, I am not a big channel. I'm not going to say I'm a big channel. I'm going to be humble. I honestly am just thankful to be able to do YouTube videos and make some people laugh. So, I mean, that's awesome that you guys are staying tuned. But you will be someday. I mean, Ava down here. So what we're going to do, Ava and Toby, it looks like, if I mispronounced that, I'm so sorry. Go check out their channel. Give them a subscription, guys. That's awesome that you guys done that. So I just appreciate you guys staying tuned for the stream. So that's really cool. We got any more questions? I'm going to print Coda Bear RacerVerse. Please do, Dad. Please do that. I would die if you literally made a RacerVerse car for the dog. That would be hilarious. That would be funny. Hey, Deep Sea Beauty, are you watching the stream or listening? She may not even be hearing me right now. She's tuned me out. She's watching her show or something. But that would be kind of funny. I did a RacerVerse car for my wife back when I was doing those shorts. It's in that playlist when I put that in there. And you're welcome for the shout out. I used to do an entire segment on my YouTube channel once a month for a shout out video, and nobody seemed to watch them. So I stopped doing them. But I would like to do that in the deep end when I do these live streams once a month. So what I might start doing is I get enough of you guys commenting that you want to shout out or whatnot. I will put some notes down and come up with the best 4 and just save them for the end of the month. I'll do like a live stream thing, and when the stream goes off, I'll have your channel linked in the description. So that'll be fun. Let's see here. We got any more questions? Let's see. George Jetson. Yes, George Jetson would be so much fun for a RacerVerse car. Again, I canceled this line, but I even said that in my big RacerVerse vlog video, or not vlog video, my massive RacerVerse video. I brought that up. I talked about Fred Flintstone. I think should have got a RacerVerse car, and I mentioned George Jetson. George Jetson and that entire show is so fun. That would have worked so well. I mean, they literally made a Jetsons Hot Wheels car, so it would have been perfect. Let's see here. Thank you for subscribing. That's awesome. Thank you so much. That means a lot to me. Share the channel with your friends. Tell people what we're doing here. I mean, mostly what we do is review old toys. I mean, that's most of what we do here. I had a very nice kid for the last while suggesting that we do this one right here. So we're going to be talking about Penguin in the video after Donkey Kong. So it's going to be fun. But anyway, let's see here. Don't have any. I'm going to read off the questions that my wife gave me for presentation here. Yeah, Batman. Yeah, we're doing a careful with the word. Also, remember. Yeah. I'll try to be careful with the word old. I mean, I wouldn't want my dad's fragile fifis to get hurt or anything like that. Sorry, Dad, I love you. Anyway, so let's see here. So my wife gave me some questions that I'm gonna read off here. Let's go. This section, she's got a Donkey Kong section. Since that's the next video coming up, we're gonna go with Donkey Kong. And if you guys have questions within me doing these, I will answer them. What is your favorite Donkey Kong game? Donkey Kong Country. And I love the original Donkey Kong from the 80s. I've played that game so many times. I can't freaking beat it. Now, I played it with my dad a couple times, and then my dad acts like a wizard on that freaking thing. Favorite Donkey Kong character? Oh, that's hard. I like all the country game characters. Donkey Kong is obviously the main character. I love Donkey Kong. Probably next would be King K. Rool. I love me some King K. Rool. He's just a fun bad guy. Donkey Kong 64. Yes. The Donkey Kong rap. The Donkey Kong rap is so much fun. DK. Donkey Kong. I know it's cringe, guys. Don't just ignore me. But yeah, I'm showing my age. But yeah, I love Donkey Kong 64. It's fun. let's see here. What's favorite Donkey Kong game when growing up? Okay, so growing up, my favorite Donkey Kong game of all time, the original Donkey Kong Country. Growing up and playing, probably the original Donkey Kong, because I played it with my dad, and that was fun. So next up, we got some questions about Batman, since we were talking about the Penguin earlier. That video, dude, I am pumped about this. So the next video after Donkey Kong, as of right now, according to the votes, is going to be the Penguin. So, favorite Batman villain? Kind of obvious. I mean, favorite Batman villain, kind of obvious. It's the Penguin. I like Joker. My dad's favorite Batman villain's the Joker too. Not the Joker too. He is the Joker. I would say that I really like the Joker, but I think that the Penguin is the best Batman villain as far as a balance between heart and a bad guy. So like, the Penguin has a traumatic backstory, but he's still a villain. And you feel for him, but he does stuff to himself. And in the new Penguin series that they did on HBO Max, freaking fantastic show. I mean, absolutely fantastic show. If you like The Sopranos or Godfather or anything like that, imagine that, but set in the Gotham, like Batman sort of universe. That's pretty much what Penguin was. And it was a fantastic portrayal of the character. My personal favorite version of Penguin is either going to be the original animated series or Danny DeVito. I really enjoyed Danny DeVito's version of Penguin. And I'm going to just say it because I'm going to get my dad going. The best Batman is still Michael Keaton. I'm sorry. But anyway, so moving on, she's got some questions about Silent Hill and horror in general. Favorite Silent Hill game or character? My dad. Favorite Silent Hill game? Probably Silent Hill 2. Mostly because it's the first game with Pyramid Head and it's just so freaking iconic. And that's my favorite Silent Hill character is Pyramid Head. He's literally the most iconic face of the franchise. I mean, for Pete's sake, it's a triangle butcher. You can't forget that. Once you see that, you can't forget it. And not to mention, Dad helped me build a full-on Pyramid Head costume several years ago. All right, welcome back, Ava. Glad you're here. But yeah, favorite Silent Hill character, Pyramid Head. Favorite Silent Hill game, Silent Hill 2. Let's see here. Oh, yeah, I answered that back there. Okay, never mind there. Going back to Batman, I missed this question. Batman collectible you've always wanted. I'm going to bring back some memories for my dad. Let's see. It's a fun styrofoam bringing... Yeah, I know. Okay, I'll bring that story up in just a minute. But going back to the Batman thing, Dad actually got the actual tank, like the Batmobile from The Dark Knight, many years ago for my stepbrother and I. And I wanted that tank, but it's gone now. And I would love to have that back again. That thing was so cool. It was literally one of the biggest Batmobile toys I've ever seen in my life. I would love to have that. As far as Batman collectibles, I'd love to have that. And then possibly maybe a Hot Toys of Keaton's Batman would be really nice to have. I would like to have a replica of his suit. Well, okay, that's a good example of an actual full-on collectible. I would like to have a replica of Keaton's suit. That would be cool. Anyway, the hood on the car thing, that's what my dad brought up. That's a funny story. When we made that Pyramid Head costume, we didn't have a truck to haul that styrofoam that we made it from. So we literally had to hold it in a little bitty car. I'm on one side, Dad's driving and holding the wheel in the other hand. And we're going down the highway with this piece of foam all the way home. And it took us about 40 minutes. Very dangerous. we didn't have straps, nothing, because we couldn't really strap it in because it would have broke it. So it was just, this is very, very dumb thing for us to do. But it turned out fantastic, worth it, sort of. But it's a good memory. I'm really thankful that he brought that up. Let's see here. Keaton's Batman hanging up. You didn't fail me as a father. I was not failed, but you just don't have good taste, Dad. Sorry. Let's see here. Okay, next question on the horror section. What horror franchise is next, or should we cover here on the deep end? That's a good question. What horror franchises would you like to see me cover on this channel? Now, I'm not going to cover the violence from some of these franchises as much on my channel, as much as maybe a collectible. So like gameplay, out of the question. A lot of these horror games for some of these franchises literally depict you. So I'm not going to do that. I could live with stuff like Poppy Playtime, maybe for gameplay, but stuff that you literally see people, no, that's not happening. I would like to do some stuff on Poppy Playtime, Five Nights at Freddy's. What horror franchises would you like to see me cover here on the channel? Now, as far as slashers, October, free range. I've kind of incorporated Michael and Freddy and Chucky and Ghostface and Leatherface and Goosebumps. Great idea. That's actually a genius idea. I would love to do a Goosebumps video. I haven't read a Goosebumps book since I was a kid. It actually makes me, thank you. I genuinely mean that. Thank you. Now I'm going to go down a rabbit hole when the stream's over because I'm going to probably see if I can find some of the Goosebumps books. We met, my buddy Ninja Boy and I met the guy that did the illustrations for the Goosebumps books back in the day at a convention a couple of years ago. Really cool guy. Goosebumps is cool. Remember the, yeah, I love Goosebumps growing up. One of my favorite ones was The Girl That Cried Monster. Fantastic book. Have you seen the Goosebumps movies? Yeah, I've seen the Goosebumps movies. I'm old enough to remember the Goosebumps television show. God, I'm old. I've seen the reboot too that they did. Oh my gosh, I'm old. But yeah, I used to love the Goosebumps TV show. And then my wife and I, last Halloween, started the reboot show. And I don't remember what it streamed on, but we watched it on Disney Plus. I was so disappointed. I really was. I was so disappointed. It wasn't bad, but I'm so used to the corny Goosebumps from the 90s, man. I'm sorry. I have some on old VHS. Oh my gosh, you make me feel so old. I used to have a VHS player. I used to have most of my movies on VHS, man. People just don't, I mean, DVDs are even going out. I got a ton of DVDs, and people don't even collect DVDs anymore. So, yeah, I really feel old now. My dad should feel ancient because he was around when VHS and home video was first coming out. So, call my dad out here. Tales from the Crypt. Oh my gosh. Dad, thank you. I didn't even think about that. Tales from the Crypt is awesome. I would love to do that. The only thing with that is it's hard to find episodes or even stuff like merchandise. I would love to do a Tales of the Crypt video. That would be fun for Halloween. I'd be interested to see how many of your followers seen those. Tales from the Crypt, yeah, I'm curious how many of you guys have seen that. That's old school. But yeah, it's fun. The Crypt Keeper, that would be cool. I think they made a few pieces of merchandise. I could possibly do a collectible video on Tales from the Crypt or an actual video. Maybe if I could find an episode, maybe react to it. I really have to be careful with that because of copyright, but that would be fun. But yeah, if you guys have more horror suggestions, let me know down below. Again, my only limit is no blood, guts, and gore on the channel. Saw is off limits. That will never be covered on my channel whatsoever. Stuff like that. Jeepers Creepers, the main reason why the director himself, you can figure that out for yourself. You can do your own research, but we will never cover Jeepers Creepers either because I'm not supporting someone like that. Anyway, what horror franchise would you guys like to see this channel? What would you guys like to see me do for Halloween? That's another good question. Let me know down below what videos you would like to see for Halloween. Halloween's approaching quick, and I usually schedule all my stuff out like a month or 2 months in advance. I've got a couple videos already planned for Halloween, and that involves this stuff. So the Silent Hill stuff. I really want you guys to let me know, would you want a full-on Silent Hill video by itself, or would you like to see like the top 10 horror collectibles in my collection or whatever? But yeah, I would like to do something like that for Halloween. I got some Nightmare on Elm Street items, a couple of Friday the 13th items. I mean, and then if need be, I mean, my dad's got a ton of horror items himself. I mean, he's the one who got me into the genre. Vote to scare the heck out of him without him knowing, and I'll film it. I dare you, Dad. I dare you. And we'll post it as a YouTube short. That'd be fun. So if you guys want to see my dad attempt to scare the crap out of me, that would be kind of funny. That could be funny. So let's see here. Let's move on. The deep end. So favorite deep end video. This is the first time I've done it. I don't even wish you put that on there. What kind of video would you guys like to see? So the deep end, I would like to do this as a community thing. So this is a new segment I want to start doing once a month. So instead of me doing like 4 full-on videos a month, I'm going to do 1 live stream, and I'm going to start calling it the deep end. So this is kind of like my late night talk show. You guys can come in, talk to me, give me some feedback on stuff you would like to see, and we just have a good time. So, but yeah, this is a segment I want to start doing once a month. So if you guys have suggestions on videos or just comments, questions, whatever, and then we're going to go and deep dive and talk about stuff on the channel, you know, maybe upcoming videos, review collectibles I picked up, talk about some funny stories, you know, whatever it might be, like sharing the thing with my dad, and us getting that freaking pyramid head costume and doing all that. Which, if I do the horror video, I got to show you guys that costume. I got to fix some of it. It's starting to come apart. We made that back in 2018, so it's almost a 10-year-old costume. So I got to fix that thing up a little bit before I put it on camera. But yeah, the deep end, I like to do that once a month and give you guys the opportunity to, you know, give me some questions, some feedback, whatever it might be. We're actually over our time as far as when we plan to end this stream. I got a couple more sections here, and I think we're going to start to wrap it up. Let's see here. Is there something I've talked about before that you'd like me to review? Yeah. Is there a subject or a show or a movie or a collectible or something that I've talked about before you guys would like me to revisit? So I'm going to go ahead and move on to the next question, but I got a ton of them. And if you guys have any suggestions, you know, put it in the comments down below. What upcoming project are you most interested in? Out of all the things that I've talked about today, what project are you most interested in seeing? I know as of right now, the Penguin is the winner for the next video after Donkey Kong. So that's more than likely what we're going to cover next. Let's see here. What upcoming project? Yeah, I've already asked that question. What's one collectible you've always wanted but never bought? Off topic, I can't think. I've had a lot of collectibles that I've wanted in my life, but I can't think of any offhand that I absolutely are dying to get right now. I know there's been a lot in my lifetime that I've wanted. I would love to get a replica of like several Men in Black props. I would love to have a replica Neuralizer or an Noisy Cricket. I've got some Universal Studios, like toyish ones, but I'd love to have some props from Men in Black. Possibly, you know, I'd like to have like maybe a replica of, you know, like a model of the DeLorean. I'd love to have maybe the Black Pearl little model ship. That would be kind of cool. More or less some models. I've really wanted to start getting into model building, but I just don't have any room because of my action figure collection. So, what's your favorite item in your collection? I got a video coming out next week, so you guys can find that out. Yeah, actually, no, I've screwed this up the whole time. So I told you guys wrong. It's next week we will have a video. It's the week after, and we'll be back at the end of the month. So yeah, we do have one more video coming out. It'll come out next week. It's going to be the top 10 action figures in my collection. I literally screwed that up so bad. I am such an idiot. I don't have a schedule in front of me. I'm literally ad-libbing as I go. I should have wrote that down. That is my fault. I will correct that when this stream is over and literally put a community post. So my bad. My bad. You guys can shoot me later. Didn't you want... Yeah, there was a TMNT set I wanted a long time ago. I've actually got a TMNT Sewer playset. I would love to have the one from the 80s, though. That would be fun. And I would like to have the Technodrome from the 80s as well. Those are rare, very expensive, and really cool display pieces. I'd like to have more like vintage playsets. I mean, I don't know what it was, but the 80s, y'all just got it right. Collecting... you could keep one franchise, Donkey Kong, Batman, or Silent Hill. That's tough. That's really tough. Between those three, I'm keeping DK. I'm sorry. I love Batman. I can't let go of Donkey Kong. I love that guy. All right. We're at the last page that she's got set up for me. Again, we're already over times. I got to keep this moving. We got 2 people watching right now, so most people's already checked out by this point. If the chat is active, keep the Q&A, follow interesting conversations. Nobody's got any questions so far. Bring back items. Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and show you guys one more time, really quickly, the items that I'm talking about and have been talking about this whole time. We're doing a Donkey Kong video coming out in a couple weeks. These are the items that will be featured in that video. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to be making a massive Donkey Kong display. So that will be fun. You guys will definitely want to stay tuned for that. It's not going to be next week or the week after. It's going to be the very last video of the month. So the Donkey Kong video will be coming out then. We also have the Silent Hill Funko Pops. I'm wanting to do either a review of just Silent Hill by itself or a full-on top 10 like horror items in my collection type deal. And then we've got these Chicken Run, if Pyramid Head doesn't fall everywhere. We got these Chicken Run plushies. I'm wanting to do a Chicken Run video. As of right now, the vote has won for Pyramid Head. I can't talk. As of right now, the Penguin is going to be the next video topic that we do. But I'd love to do the Chicken Run video. I usually do like one sort of niche family-friendly franchise, and for the last few months, it's been DreamWorks. So I am probably going to do this sometime next month. So let me know down below if you would like to see a Chicken Run video. Let's see. We got some more comments down here. We got... I have a crazy idea. If you give an old vintage Morse Batman costume cowl to give away to a viewer as a promo for your shorts. Yeah, that would be fun. We could do a giveaway, but I'd have to do some more research. I know there's some rules and stuff on some giveaways and stuff like that, but that is a good idea. Ninja Bois, dude, you literally are getting here as this stream's about to end, man. I love you so much. I was just talking about us earlier at a couple of different points. You just have to go back and watch it, but I'm glad you're here. But let's see here. Ask viewers for any follow-up questions. I brought the items back. Oh, the only one I didn't show off that I didn't bring back was Penguin. So as of right now, Donkey Kong is going to be the following video after the top 10 action figures in my collection, and then we're going to be doing the video on the Penguin. So, but yeah, as of right now, that's the schedule. So if you guys vote, before we go, I'm going to leave these items on the table. We got the Penguin and we've got Chicken Run. So what do you guys want first? Chicken Run or the Penguin? Do you want a video on Chicken Run or the Penguin? We're going to close out our stuff, but I'm going to leave these guys right here as we're doing that. So let me know down below what you guys want first. As of right now, we have 1 vote for Penguin and no votes for Chicken Run. So we are going to do a Chicken Run video, but when? Let's see. We got... I get to keep them all. No, you don't get to keep them. Let's see here. Ask viewers follow-up questions. Yeah, you guys just keep bringing in questions. 60 minutes. Yeah, so we're already there. Chat. Yeah, I mean, basically we've covered everything. So, we have covered our whole chat. As far our script. I'm going to go ahead and exit out of this real quick and see if I can actually pull up a full-on. Hang on. Oh my gosh, guys, this is so unprofessional, but this is just more or less just you guys sitting back and talking with me sort of deal. So as of right now, this is the video for the 14th. So today is the 14th. So the 21st will be our top 10. Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, we are filling out the full month. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, I know what I did now. So we will be back with the Donkey Kong video at the first Friday of next month. Yeah, I remember what we done now. So we're taking next week off, I believe is what I've got it scheduled as. I'll put the actual update on the schedule in the description when I get done with this. But yeah, guys, I mean, what are you doing?
Ninja Boy asked if we had his eye patch.
Do you want to tell Ninja Boy that your cat decided to eat the strap on it?
Ninja Boy, I have no idea where your hat or eye patch is, but I believe someone named Salem decided that the string on the eye patch was really pretty.
Your cat decided to eat the strap on his eye patch?
It was your cat.
No. When she does something bad, it's your cat.
But I can't find your hat either, so...
Oh. He has 2 eyes and he stole my eye patch. I didn't. The cat did. So mean. I am not mean. And Smokey in the CB. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Smoke. Yeah. All right. So, guys, that's pretty much it. I think we're at a point where we can start closing out the stream. I just want to say thank you all so much for joining in here on the deep end. This was so much fun. We're going to try to start doing a segment like this once a month. So I want to get and actually do an official post in the community for the schedule change. But I've butchered the schedule so much in this video. It's not even funny. You guys can see how much I edit my regular content because I have rambled so much. Not really. You owe the poor boy an eye patch. Yeah, I know. I will get you a new eye patch, Ninja Boy. I will get you a new eye patch. I'll get you a real one. That way you can actually be a pirate. There you go. But yeah, I butchered the new schedule so much. So we're just going to do an official community post discussing when new content's coming out, where, and all that different stuff. So Ninja Boy, yeah, pirates, man. Hold him to it. Yeah. I will. We got to see each other, man. We don't get to hang out much. We'll probably see each other in the fall if him and his girlfriend go to Dollywood again. I know we hung out at Dollywood a couple times, so we may do that during the fall, record a video or whatnot. But regardless, we hang out and don't always record because we're genuinely friends outside of YouTube. So that would be fun. That would be a lot of fun. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm going to go ahead and close things out. I've rambled long enough. We should try out a new road. Yeah, we definitely should try out a new ride. I don't know. Does Dollywood have any new rides yet? If anybody knows, let's talk in the comments. I'll teach him what mail system is. You know what? My dad, you're banned. I'm going to do like queso. You're banned. But yeah, guys, that's basically it. I'm going to close this out before the chat gets too unhinged. They just announced it. Yeah, okay. So yeah, we're going to have to do a new ride. If you guys want to see a Dollywood video, let me know down below. But guys, that's it. Thank you so much for watching the stream. You guys are awesome. And stay tuned for that Donkey Kong video. It's going to be the following video after the top 10 action figures, or top 15 action figures in my collection. So Really, really cool. But yeah, that's it, guys. I will catch you on the coast side. Be sure to surf for that subscribe button, wave in for notifications, and stay tuned for more buried treasure. Guys, I will see you all next week. Thank you so much for watching, and thanks for joining me here on the deep end. Guys, this has been DeepSeaBeast. I'll catch you all on the coast side. Woo-hoo!